welcome to The Conscious Spirit. I'm Pam.
I'm Mari-Lyn. Together we are TCS, Everyday Psychics. And as you all know, we are mediums and we are bringing to you the ghost point of view on some of these ghost hunting videos.
Requested by you.
Yes.
So,
yes.
And we do have a long list, and we are trying, and we're so grateful.
We are
trying to get to them. We truly are, and thank you for being patient with us.
Yes.
And as you ask, we just keep writing them down.
We keep writing them down.
So, yeah.
Yep. So this particular video wasn't requested. However, Paranormies was requested, and this is a Paranormies video. And it's a relatively short one, right? So we have decided to start from the beginning.
Which we typically don't do, as you all know, because we don't want to be influenced by that. But we sat with the energy and pulled in so much information, we sort of felt like we were like, okay, we kind of looked at each other, should we do it? Okay, we'll do it. So we went ahead, so you'll see the whole video. So yeah, I do want to make a quick announcement, however, before we go, if you don't mind. We have been getting emails about developing, asking us about teaching, and that's just I kind of stepped away from teaching for a while, and I've decided that with Mari-Lyn's help, we are going to do a series of maybe, and when I say series, that might just be like 3 videos, I'm not sure yet, of the basics, of the fundamentals of whether you're a healer, a psychic, a medium, all the above, whatever you do in the metaphysical realm,
right?
There's a foundation. There are protocols. There are ethics. So we are going to do a video series on that. So for all of you who want to develop, this will be a really great place for you to start. And these are things that we do today, every day. We don't miss when we're going to look into something, when we're going to do anything energetically. We have a stand. We start with the fundamentals. We do, and we do them.
We do. There are just certain things that to do the job correctly, you do the fundamentals to get you in the right frame of mind, grounded and connected. Not all that stuff, and you'll see that when the series comes out.
Yep. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks we will get that out, and it's just going to be a free series that we put on our website. Yep. So to hopefully get you all started in the right direction, and it really should. So thank you for everyone who has emailed and asked for classes. So okay.
All
so
right.
Paranormies farmhouse.
Paranormies farmhouse. Yeah. So do we want to talk about what we got when we looked into this farmhouse now?
Yes.
Or
yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because maybe some of it will come out in this, and that always helps us too.
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
Who's gonna start? Flip a coin?
Sure. Oh, looks like you.
Okay. So I got this information really before we got even into pulling the energy in. We were just talking about what we were going to do, and I got this information of an older male who I do believe lived in this farmhouse that we're going to be watching. Angry. This was a very unhappy man. I'm pretty sure he died on the property. I don't know if it was in the house, outside the house, maybe in the barn. But an angry, unhappy man, and he is still there.
Okay.
And he is not happy with people going into his home.
Okay.
Not happy with people being in his home at all. At all.
So I was drawn to grab my drum I started drumming, and almost immediately this scene opened up for me. It was an indigenous tribe, and they were preparing to go out and find food. The men were going to go out hunting, is what they were going to do. So there was some sort of celebration or whatever that is. You all, please tell me, because I'm sure someone out there is like saying, this is what it is, this is what you saw. And I would love to hear that. We love learning new things. And it was like a ritual or something they were doing, and the women were preparing some things. The men were on horseback, and they were getting ready. There was a bonfire, and it was this beautiful scene. And then the next thing I see was the men were not there, and another tribe came in and just wiped them out. It was extremely sad. One of the things that I got was a woman absolutely just bawling. They had taken her child. She, I think, knew that she was next, that something was going to happen to her. It was just absolutely heartbreaking. So heartbreaking. And that energy of that sadness and deprivation kept coming in, has stuck in the land. So it's very possible that with that, I don't know how many years later, but lots of years later, because there had been I think there was another, because I described the homestead that I saw, and that wasn't the same one that Mari-Lyn saw. So there was a homestead there that they then tore down, and now this one that we're going to look at, I don't know how many were there, but this man was very possibly influenced by the sadness, the anger of
the sorrow,
the sorrow
of the land that I could feel was just overwhelming. Yeah.
So,
And yes, absolutely. It really felt like he was a farmer, and
having a hard time with his crops.
I'm sure his crops were, not doing what he thought they should, and no fault of his own.
But then when you can't feed your family, or you can't make a living, whatever it is, that's heartbreaking as well.
Yeah.
And so, okay, so that's what we got.
That's what we got.
We'll see as we go, if any of that is corroborated. That word. Woo, yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Yes.
Never mind.
Woo-wee.
Get my ears
we're
on
just gonna
here.
do this.
And all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Paranormies farmhouse.
Okay.
A couple from our area that has recently started watching our videos messaged us on Instagram and told us about a very strange and very creepy house that's not very far from our hometown. We couldn't find much information about this house online, but it's estimated to have been built sometime in the late 40s after World War II. We get a lot of messages from people alleging that their house or their residence or a place that they know is haunted, but this house was of particular interest to us due to the long history that they provided us and the stories of what they heard from the old-timers in their town, as well as some of their own personal experience at the house, is quite puzzling and quite shocking to us. Over time, the neighbors began to notice the family of farmers leaving the house most evenings, only to be seen returning in the morning. This was such a frequent occurrence that the neighbors began to suspect that there was something wrong. When asked why they were leaving their house at night so frequently, they never gave a solid answer, maybe out of fear of being judged in a small religious town. One night they left and never returned, and they were never seen again. The house was sold but was never lived in for more than 2 to 3 years at a time. Unsuspecting new owners reported hearing voices from the other room, but when they went to check, they found no one. Other unfortunate tenants of the house were woken night after night by their screaming children because they saw a bad man in the room at night. Guests reported feeling watched while in the bathroom and seeing dark figures in the barn at night while walking to their car. The house was gaining a bad reputation by locals, making it very difficult for the real estate brokers to sell every few years. In an effort to sweeten the deal, the house was fully furnished by the brokerage in order to attract would-be buyers. However, this made it a hot spot for teenagers to break in and party. The couple that told...
So, when he was talking, I got a vision, a lot of residual energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so a lot of spirits there that are, they're not conscious spirits. Definitely, though, the one sounds like you're the man.
The man.
Yeah, the man.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So,
Yeah.
and just, you can feel the earth. And it's sad and angry at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, okay.
Yeah. I could definitely feel that unease in the land.
Mm-hmm.
It might even be the house, but I can feel it in my gut.
Yeah. Okay, let's keep going.
Okay.
told us about this house. Went there one night during the summer. They were 16 years old, they had just started dating, and they were just looking for cheap thrills at the local haunted house in a town that didn't have a lot to offer for entertainment on a Saturday night. After exploring the house and the surrounding property, they felt satisfied that no one or nothing else was there, so they made their way upstairs to the fully furnished bedroom to have sex. During their time together in the bedroom, the woman claims to have heard whispering. She became so uncomfortable that she stopped him to ask if he could hear it too. He did, so they listened together for a minute or two until it stopped. They dismissed it as just being the wind and continued, but only about a minute later, she looked over towards the window and claims to have seen someone peeping in at them. They were on the second floor of the house, meaning that if there was somebody there, they would have had to have been about 10 feet tall or levitating. The woman screamed. When he looked over to see what she was screaming at, he saw the eyes in the window watching them too. They quickly got half-dressed and ran outside of the house to their car. While driving away, they saw nothing standing outside of the bedroom window. The couple has since married, but still do not know what to make of what they saw that night. She believes that he was behind it somehow, but he maintains that there was something else at the house that night that he could never explain. Eventually, the house got such a bad reputation by locals for being outright demonic that it was abandoned and has been left to rot ever since. It's been neglected.
Okay, stopping this.
Yep. That word.
The
Demonic.
demonic came up again. I know we've talked about this. I know you guys have asked us about it, and you get it, but because this is what we do, I'm going to mention it. Actual demonic entities are extremely rare. Extremely rare. And we understand why someone thinks that because, you can't explain what's going on. There's someone watching you. Maybe you get pushed or something gets thrown off. I mean, it's frightening. You go immediately to that place of fear. So you're going to make that quick leap to, it's something demonic because it wants to hurt me. But we know that's not the case most of the time. It's just an angry spirit. Usually it's an angry spirit. Sometimes it's someone just trying to get your attention. But the whole demonic thing, I really, if there's something that we can sort of change the verbiage that's out there, and that would be that. Like, let's stop saying demonic every time. Because it isn't.
Angry, fearful.
Yeah.
Those would be dead on.
Yes. And again, I know we've said this before, but we believe in two main energy. We have love and we have fear. And earthbound spirits, earthies, as you know that we like to call them, any of those, that all the way down, all the way to demonic. They live in fear, and they're fearful, and they typically haunt places.
Right.
When you're in love and you're crossed all the way over and you're healed, those beautiful spirits, guides, guardians, angels, all of that, they live in love. They don't typically go and hang out at places. They have connections with people. It's all about people, not places. So, anyway.
Which is
There
a
you go.
really beautiful, beautiful
Yes.
experience
Yes.
when you have someone that has healed and
they
come
come to
back
visit.
to visit. That's
Absolutely beautiful.
just beautiful.
So,
Yeah.
okay. Sorry to get off on that little tangent there, but
Overgrown and vandalized for years since it's been abandoned. Although we've heard plenty of hearsay and anecdotal evidence of this house being very haunted, we don't know exactly what dwells here and why it's tormented the lives of anyone who has ever lived at this residence.
The Sinister farm.
Farmhouse. It just looks absolutely terrifying. It wouldn't have been that window.
No,
right, that she
because
said.
yeah, it was the one facing the barns, right?
Yeah, that's right. This place, all the glass is shattered and stuff.
So it's got to be that window.
It'd be that window, barn. Shine the light back here. Yo, Johnny.
What?
Yeah, there's a barn back there. Oh, I can't really see it on my camera. So yeah, it would have been that window. She saw the figure creeping in. Well, let's go inside. Check it out.
Oh, it's dead bolted and it's broken off on the other side. So I have to go through this window.
Oh, you can't get through there?
No.
Okay. All right.
This window here,
Open the window.
it's clearly people have been here. Do you hear that?
I hear just birds and stuff.
I thought I heard something over there. Want to hold this for a sec?
Yeah. Oh, staple.
this. You can see why this man who still believes that he owns this farm is pissed off.
And he is.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
has people breaking into his home. He has not invited them. No one he knows has invited them, and they are breaking into his home.
That is exactly how he sees it. And it just fuels his anger, his distrust. And when fear feeds on fear and it grows, he's been there long enough. He's learned how to manipulate his surroundings.
I was going to ask you that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he has. So it's going to be interesting to see if he demonstrates any of that on here.
Do you think it's going to depend on how they treat him?
Yes. Yes.
I mean, he doesn't want them there clearly. So he might do something to try to get them to leave.
He might
even-
might try to scare them
Yeah.
before they even get too far into this.
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of sorry that this is short because I think this could be really interesting to watch
Yeah.
in a long.
And I don't
thing,
know
but-
how much he hurts people, but he can certainly scare the heck out of you. Yeah. So we'll see.
I want to say he doesn't hurt people. Now that's not to say that people don't get hurt.
Okay, that's fair.
But he just wants people to leave. Just, I actually saw this picture of him with a pitchfork and chasing somebody. Get out of my place!
He doesn't want you there. So, okay, let's
Okay.
go.
Oh, I got that light there.
Yeah.
Oh, it's creepy in here.
They're moving over the camera too quick.
Oh yeah. That's why we couldn't get in. You would actually need a key.
that?
You'd actually need a key to open this door.
And we don't have to
We're gonna
tell
get the
you
EMF
how
going.
messed up the grids
Oh
are.
yeah, I'll turn necrophonic on.
Hello, is anybody in here with us?
Knock 3 times if you're in here with us.
Hear that?
I heard all
Was that
knock
you?
3 times.
Oh, what the?
It's necrophonic.
Is anybody in here? Say yep. Is anybody in here? Say yep.
People have asked us why we don't use necrophonic more during our investigations, and the honest answer is we're not really sure about it. We don't 100% believe that it works, but when Johnny asked if there was something in the room, and we clearly heard from necrophonic something say, yup, I mean, even though we don't believe it, we have to admit that that was very odd. Farm again. Oh.
What the hell is that?
Is that you who made that noise? Can you use the necrophonic? Say yes.
Man, that freaked me out.
There was yes. I just heard it.
Yes?
There was a yes. Yeah.
If that was you, can you say farm?
Who are you?
Demon? That's a clear demon.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Ooh, that scares me. Look, there's a
It's definitely a creepy sounding thing.
door
take
hatch
with you.
here. Or a basement hatch.
I'm gonna stop
Try
this
and yank on
again.
that thing.
You all know you've been watching us a while now, and for those of you who don't, welcome, by the way. Entities know they can say, I don't know if they really said that. I can't understand what their little machine is saying. But we know from a lot of experience watching these experiences that we've had, they can say demon. They know that name and they know it's going to freak out the humans to say that. I have never had, like, anything that's a little darker, that they don't announce themselves like that. They're just not going to announce, this is what I am.
Right.
And they're liars. They don't tell the truth. I think we tend to think that, oh, we get these messages and that's the truth. And it isn't. So, anyway, I just wanted to throw that in there. That, yeah, it's meant to scare people, and it does. It scares humans.
It
When
does,
they hear
absolutely.
demon or
It does.
whatever,
Yeah.
it's going to scare them.
Yeah.
So, here we go.
Right here. No?
No, that's not getting open.
Let's go up here.
You gotta check this out. We just heard a loud bang up there.
Whoa, look at this.
Oh. I just got caught on it now.
What's in here? If you're
To watch the way they move the camera so much.
Yeah.
Is it just like an attic or something?
oh, like chimney.
This
I
would
guess
have
there
been.
used to be like a. Oh, watch out for that. Don't fall down that.
Ooh, that would have been bad. Fall through a hole in the dark.
Quick leg on a
Dang.
paranormal investigation. So I guess this would have been the window. Shine your light over here. It says when in the window they saw somebody peeking in at them. You can see we're way up off the ground here.
Yeah, see, like this is how high they would have had to been. That's at least 15 or more feet.
Like, could it be possible that this is just kind of like playing a 12-hour track or something like that?
It's exactly.
And then every time. Or if. It's like every time you turn it on, it immediately just makes a noise.
Like it could very well be just a loop track. Like I don't
know.
think so. My personal opinion is I don't think it's better than an actual spirit box, but I also think that is it possible that something could use the radio waves of that? Yeah, sure.
Possibly.
So if it was giving us word after word after word of things that are relatable to this location, then sure.
Yeah.
Then I'd believe
Thing
it.
is, like
It said farm a couple times, which is weird.
Did it say farm or did it say something that sounded like farm that we interpreted that
Well,
way?
I'll hear it during editing if it did say farm. We should set up a camera in here and a camera downstairs and start doing a test.
Yeah. All right.
Oh. Careful. I know, man. These stairs are so steep.
I guess we can set up a camera.
Yeah, set one up in that corner and set one up in this room by this bathroom too, I think. What?
His agitation is growing.
There it is.
That's definitely a knock.
Can you knock again if that was you? There it is. I'm gonna go check. Hang on. Oh man, it's so freaky. Nothing. Unless it came from here.
I want to know what he's looking for. Right now, what is he looking for?
No, I don't know. Oh, I almost fell. Did you just fall?
I just fell. Yeah. I just fell right into a nail too, the nail sticking out.
That was creepy, man.
He didn't fall.
You definitely heard somebody walking up there, hey?
Yeah, I heard 2 sets of footsteps upstairs.
Really?
Yeah, well, you were walking around
I didn't
like.
hear it when I was.
I've been waiting for something to happen. When he went upstairs, I'm like, okay, something's going to happen because I can just feel this guy is just wants to throw them out the frickin' window. So that little trip on the stairs was him. I have
He tripped
no
him.
doubt.
He tripped him.
He tripped him.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Yes. And our ego, our human brain, wants to make sense of that, and so he clearly blamed himself. He said, I just tripped on something.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So, and I'm sorry that I'm laughing. I'm not laughing that he fell. Sometimes it's just, it's just bizarre what we do. I just gotta say it.
And that's the way, you all know because you've watched these enough, that's the way the energy runs through her.
Yep.
And that's just her expending that energy comes out in laughter. Kind of similar to, like, we've all known people that have like a nervous laugh. They get nervous and they start laughing, and they're not laughing at you or at the situation. That's just the way. She's not a nervous laughter person, but with the energy she is. When we're doing energy work, she's a giggler.
Yeah.
And so, but you all know that. So, okay, here we go.
There, like that.
I heard, when you were over there, I heard like an extra set, like over here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's set up those things and then do a sensory deprivation. So we're going to try doing a sensory deprivation here. We got this camera and this camera. We heard some noises coming from this area while we were kind of just setting up the cameras, and it just sounded like it was trying to draw us into this area, so we wanted to do a sensory deprivation here. But we're going to be doing it a little bit differently. Jordan's going to be in here, and he's going to be calling it out, and I'm going to be wandering around the house so we can kind of just split up and see what we can hear. So
Yeah. You know, I just noticed it's kind of weird that
What?
this entire house is destroyed. The mirror is completely intact, so whoever like destroyed is kind of superstitious.
that is true. I didn't even think of that.
But anyways, yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, we will be investing in a real blindfold soon.
Yeah. Okay,
All right.
you're good to go. Just give me a... You in? Yeah, he's in.
Me.
What is it that you're doing here in this spot?
What?
Is there something that we can...
Why are you here?
We're here just to talk to you and see if we can get any answers from you.
Eat you?
If you're the one who scared that couple off, can you make a noise for us?
Eat me too?
Or give Jordan some answers?
Forest.
Forest. Is that where you come from at night? Do you go into the forest at night?
And stop. Played.
Are you the one that was messing with that barn animals at night?
Bad. No. Really long. Man. E2. I keep hearing that.
E2? What's E2?
Stop. Bad. Once.
Do you live in the barn? And do you come out here at night? Is that why the farm animals would always go crazy at night?
Family.
Like the horses?
Boy. Johnny,
Did you hear that? What was that?
I heard something.
It was this light bulb, dude.
A light bulb.
Look.
I'm gonna stop real quick. So we've talked about this. We try to understand. You know, these people go out. These ghost hunters, they go out. Part of it, or half of it, is just the thrill. They like the adrenaline rush. They like all of that. Of course, you add in YouTube, so that's another piece of it. And then there is a part that they're really trying to understand what's going on.
Sure.
I really do think that.
Absolutely.
However, put yourself in the position of the earthy. You have someone coming in to your home, what you believe is your home, barking orders at you. Do this, do that. Well, just tell me. What is this? What is that? And imagine how irritating that is for this earthy, this unhealed soul, just bouncing around in the house.
Yeah.
They can't actually help him. They can't help this earthy
No.
at all. And so
No,
it's
they
just another person, another set of people coming in to his space, bothering him, barking orders at him. And I'm feeling his anger right now. Like, here they are again. Why are these people, why do they keep coming back here? Now,
And he really doesn't understand.
why
people keep coming
he's
to
very
his home.
confused. He's
Yeah.
very confused. Very confused.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do feel the grids are completely messed up, and so you have other spirits that sort of come and go. They pop in, they pop out. When they said something about the farm animals, at some point there were farm animals there. I got a flash of something bothering the farm animals, but it wasn't this man. Yeah, so that would be something that I would have to look into. Y'all can ask if you want us to, but it's not there now because the animals aren't there.
Right. Yeah, I didn't feel like it was this man.
No, he's really confused. He doesn't understand why these people keep coming into his house. They're like breaking into his house all the time, and then barking orders at him. Yeah,
And even when people were living in the house, he still couldn't understand.
right. Why
are these people in my house?
Yes.
I want them
Yeah.
gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
See, what we can just like
Okay,
6 more minutes.
6 minutes.
Oh my god.
That wasn't already there.
No.
Hello.
Was that you that did that? Go back in. Go back in. I want to see if we can get something off this.
Okay.
Are you the one that knocked that light bulb down?
Ha ha ha.
Is this a joke to you?
Me. I keep hearing E2 or something. Window. Ha ha ha.
I keep feeling like there's something brushing up against me. Jordan,
Huh.
I feel like this keeps something like pulling on my shirt.
Well, what?
I feel like there's something like pulling on my shirt. It keeps pulling on my shirt.
Dude, that's fucked up. I'm starting to get a little freaked out now.
Okay, well, let's keep going off this energy. And
Are we calling it for the sensory deprivation? I feel like we really ramped up
yeah,
the
like
energy.
I feel like something keeps touching on my shoulder like this, here, like this, like going like this.
Okay. Can you touch me?
The reason that I know that the light bulb was in the socket during the sensory deprivation scene and was the cause of the popping noise that we heard is because during the walkthrough I actually went and looked at the lights around the house, and it is the reason I went over to the breaker box to see if there was even power. We noticed there was hydro lines running to the building, so we actually checked to see if there was hydro as soon as we got there. We noticed that there was a table that was off to the side, and Jordan's never done table tipping before. It's something I did on a ghost hunt in Winnipeg a long time ago for my birthday, and that was the first time I had heard of it. And the concept is you're supposed to take your pointer finger and your pinky finger and lightly place them underneath the table, just so you can't use that to grip and move anything. It's just supposed to be light, just so there's contact. And when I was there, a girl started crying, screaming, and the table started moving all over the room. Like it was moving forward, backwards, and it blew my mind how it could have been done. So we decided to...
So, I believe, and someone can correct me, but I believe way back when people first started trying to contact the dead, there wasn't really like earthbound, whether they didn't know what they were doing, healed, unhealed, whatever. They were just trying to contact. They would call in someone to do a seance. So it's the whole seance thing, which we know. And that was part of how they tried to, that was part of the seance, I guess. That was how they would speak to the spirits and whatever. So it's one of the it's before all the new, you have all these new gadgets now. That was the gadget back then, was the table, and to see how the energy could move.
So one of the first paranormal devices.
Yes.
Interesting.
I believe, yes. So,
Okay.
If anyone here has more on that, please let us know. We love hearing from you guys. You are always so smart and very thoughtful with your questions and your stories and etc. So if you know about this whole table tipping thing,
Yeah, let us know.
You know what we just, anyway, yeah, okay. All right, here we go.
Okay.
3.5 minutes.
Try it for ourselves and see what we could get. Okay, here, take this camera. So this next clip that you're about to watch could have been caused by multiple different reasons, but maybe I'm a dick, maybe I'm an asshole, and I put Jordan in jeopardy and my family as well, and for that I apologize, and say what you will in the comments to me about taking something from a location, but I would suggest not ever doing it, and I'll never do it again. But during the scouting of this location, we met with the people who actually had sex in the house, and when everyone was gone, I was doing a bit of B-roll, and I took this object, and I believe, I mean, we've talked about it, and we think that it was a handmade address number for the house, and we don't know if there was some significant value to any kind of spirit residing there or whatever. But after I'd taken it, I forgot I had it in my house. It was in my camera bag, and there was one night where Jordan was going to come over and we were going to review the scene of what you're about to see and just kind of wrap our heads around it and figure out what could have caused this and try and debunk it in any way, which we cannot. And I went upstairs to use the bathroom, and I heard somebody walking around my house, and then I heard somebody, a female, saying hello. I thought it was my fiance. I didn't know exactly what it was. It didn't sound like her, but I immediately called Jordan and to see how close he was to my house. He hadn't left his house yet, so I just kind of stood in the corner of my kitchen and waited until he got there. And to this, I mean, still to this day, I don't know what it was, or if it was caused by this. I'll be returning it.
Okay. I wanted to really listen to what he was saying, so I didn't feel in or look into this. But when he held that address placard up, the sadness was so overwhelming. So it means something to someone. And I'm so glad that he has taken it back to the home.
So, taking something from the home isn't necessarily all of a sudden you're cursed or there's something like that. But it is stealing. So, sometimes we have seen, there's like a karmic thing that happens. You create karma sometimes when you steal something. I don't believe that the voice that he heard, the female, had anything to do with the placard. He's sort of putting those together.
I could agree with that.
But there, because that's what we do, right? We're trying to find out, we're trying to put the pieces together.
Make sense of
but
things.
Definitely taking it back is the right thing because he stole it. It is, you just don't take things.
Yeah.
Are you going to be cursed when you leave? No. However, some items, they could carry so much energy. It's sort of a big subject that I just
very
stepped
big,
into.
Very big. Yes.
So as we're trying to go, so just speaking about this particular one right here, there is a lot of sadness with that placard. But the girl or whatever, the female voice, whatever he heard in his house, I don't think had anything to do with it.
I don't think so either. Two separate things going on.
Yeah, but I do think he was guided to take it back, and so that's a good thing. Yes.
She may have been doing that.
Yes. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go. The last
minute and a half.
But see for yourself. Okay, here, take this camera. And I'll grab this camera. And then let's
Table tipping.
yeah, I kind of want to just show.
Is that what it's called?
It's called table tipping, yeah.
It is? Okay. I didn't know if it had like an official name or something.
Okay, yeah, so I kind of want to set up a camera in that corner there, and I want to set up a camera either in this corner or... Stop.
Dude, what was that?
What? Jordan.
What?
Are you okay?
Are you okay?
Where should we go, dude? I want to get out of here for a minute, please. I don't want to go back
upstairs.
over
Go
there.
upstairs.
Grab that light. Oh man, my heart's beating.
All right, here we go. So, well, I'm going to let you... No? Okay, I'm going to let her finish. I did not see the man flip the table. He's certainly capable of it, but I didn't see him actually do it at the time. Because he wants them to get the hell out. And all of those things don't connect. The placard, the girl's voice, the whatever, the table. I think he kind of alluded to that, like it was his fault. It's not his fault. But
Other than he happens to be the one that's there.
yes. Yeah. And he broke into this man's house, and he wanted them to get the hell out.
Yeah.
He was poking at the guy. He was doing everything he could to get these boys' attention so they would leave. Mm-hmm. And hopefully, it says to be continued, but hopefully that means they left. But to be continued probably means maybe that's there's more.
It might mean that there is another another video.
Yes. But so what did you get? Did you get that he actually did that to the table?
I'm not sure if it was him directly. I didn't see anything.
I don't know who else would have though. We didn't get anyone else in the house. So
but I was very overtaken by his rage. My wrist.
Check these out.
My wrist, it hurts.
Okay.
I don't know why. I was just very overtaken by rage. And then all that commotion happened, and it just kind of it just gets overwhelming sometimes. So,
okay.
Not a happy, unhealed, earthbound spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you for that. Please subscribe to our channel, like this.
Yes, share it with your friends.
Drop comments, ask us questions, give us your take, whatever. And we'll see you on the next video.
And if anybody knows the continued of this, I would be interested.
Yes, I don't know if we'll go search it. We have so many other videos to do. But let us know. That'd be great.
All right.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.